Alrighty, everybody, I want to welcome you back to the Arcade of Fun, in which we're going to do game number 32 of Jeopardy for the SNES. See how we do here. Okay, hang on just a second here. Give me a second here, folks. I just got to find it. Oh, hang on. Got an easier way to do this. Yeah, that's it. There we go. There it goes. All right, we're rolling now. Let's play. This is game 32, and so far I've won $2,095,800. Here we go. All right. There are my opponents. Let's play Jeopardy. Here we go. And we're going to play with these categories: political quotes, British Isles, insects, the Wild West, weather, and finally, 5-syllable words. Ooh. All right. Start with the British Isles for 100.
The answer is...
It shares an island with Scotland and Wales. What is England? I'll take British Isles for 200, please.
The answer is...
This country's highest mountain range, Maglicuddy's Reeks, only reached to 3,419 feet. How about between two of them? I'll just say, what is Wales? No, it's not Wales. Rats. It was Ireland. Oh, okay. British Isles, 300.
The answer is...
My bad. Nationality of the melted cheese dish known as rarebit, no matter where you eat it. What is Welsh? Welsh. Out of the hole. British Isles for 400.
The answer is...
Cats, dogs, and budgerigars, an Aussie variety of these, are the most popular English pets. What are parakeets? Oh, dang it. There. British Isles for 500.
The answer is...
The Royal and Sadler's Wells Company are the two principal London practitioners of this art form. Okay. I was trying to buzz in, but it wouldn't let me. Okay, there we go. What is ballet? That has to be right. It's not? Huh. It's not ballet. See if Jenny knows this. Oh, it's opera. That's right. Oh, okay. So Jenny's on the board now. She has $500. Let's see where she goes. Political quotes 100.
The answer is...
He introduced himself as the man who accompanied Jacqueline Kennedy to Paris. Who is John F. Kennedy? Okay, let's have 200 political quotes.
The answer is...
He said, if nominated, I will not run. If elected, I will not serve. Who is William Tecumseh Sherman? Political quotes for 300.
The answer is.
In the 1980 elections, he coined the phrase voodoo economics. Who is George Bush? Let's have political quotes 400, please.
The answer is.
Acid-tongued vice president who said some newspapers dispose of their garbage by printing it. Who is Spiro T. Agnew? Political quotes for 500.
The answer is.
Presidential candidate who said, "Eggheads unite, you have nothing to lose but your yolks." Who is Adlai Stevenson? There we go. Okay, let me have 5-syllable words 100.
The answer is.
It's what the E stands for in EPA. What is environmental? That is the 5-syllable word. Let's have 5-syllable words for 200, please.
The answer is.
Type of illness whose physical symptoms are real, but whose source is mental. Jenny. Psychosomatic. Yep. Weather, 100.
The answer is.
Counting its chirps in 14 seconds and adding 40 should give you the current temperature. By Jiminy. What is a cricket? Weather, 200.
The answer is.
To replace "it looks like a big duck," in 1803, Luke Howard classified them as cirrus, stratus, etc. What are clouds? Let's have weather for 300. I got the daily double. I'll bet it all. It's formed by a refraction and reflection of light by water droplets. What is a rainbow? Yes. Weather for 400.
The answer is.
About 1/3 of all lightning victims lose their lives when seeking shelter under these. Jim. Oh, Jim doesn't know. Trees. Oh, that's right. That makes sense. Jenny's up to $1,100, and she makes the next selection as we continue, which is going to be 3-syllable words for 300.
The answer is.
From the Greek word for skin, it's a doctor who specializes in skin problems. What's a dermatologist? Five-syllable words for 400.
The answer is.
For a secretary, they might be able to type 70 words per minute, take shorthand, and use a word processor. What are qualifications? Five-syllable words for 500.
The answer is.
A large group of islands. What is an archipelago? There we go, $5,200. I'll take weather for 500.
The answer is.
Galagos, Santa Anas, and Cockeyed Bobs, for example. Jim wins. Oh yeah, that's right. And Jim is up to $100. He's out of the hole. Let's keep going. Now it's the Wild West for 100.
The answer is.
Last name of brothers Virgil, Morgan, and Wyatt who fought at the OK Corral. What is Earp? Wild West for 200.
The answer is.
This markswoman was called Little Sure Shot. Who's Annie Oakley? Let's have Wild West for 300, please.
The answer is.
In 650,000 miles, the mail was only lost once. What is the Pony Express? Come on now. The Wild West for 400.
The answer is.
It ran 2,000 miles from Independence, Missouri to Oregon City, Oregon. What is the Oregon Trail? And let's have the Wild West for 500.
The answer is.
One of its newspapers was appropriately called the Epitaph. What is Tombstone? There we go. Insects 100.
The answer is.
This fever carried by ticks is actually more prevalent in the Appalachians than it is out west. What is Rocky Mountain Spotted Fever? $200.
The answer is.
This disease carrier poses the greatest health threat to humans of all insects worldwide. What is the mosquito? $300.
The answer is.
These bees who do nothing but fertilize queens have the shortest lifespan of any bee, 4 weeks. What are drones? 400.
The answer is.
Found on land, not in the water, this colorful insect feeds on anything starchy. What is a silverfish? We're going to look at that last clue.
The answer is.
An insect's body consists of a thorax and these other two parts. I got beat to the buzzer that time. It's the head and abdomen. I knew that. So I have $7,700. Jenny has $1,100. Jim has $600. So he's going first in Double Jeopardy. Let's look at the Double Jeopardy categories.
Here are the categories.
We're going to deal with kids' books, 50s TV, characters in plays, plants, baseball trivia, and finally, famous names. Okay, I can deal with these categories. Jim starts first with plants for 200.
The answer is.
3-leaf plant used by St. Patrick to explain the Trinity. What is a shamrock? Plants for 400.
The answer is.
Biology branch which studies plants. What is botany? Plants for 600.
The answer is.
From a poisonous bulb, this yellow flower welcomes the early spring. What is a dandelion? No. No, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to say what is goldenrod. Oh, it's the other one. It is dandelion. My gut instinct led me astray. Oh, no, it's a daffodil. I would have been wrong either way. Okay. Baseball trivia 200.
The answer is.
After 22 years with this St. Louis team, Stan Musial played his last game on September 29th, 1963 for the Cardinals. I'll take baseball trivia for 400.
The answer is.
Versatile athlete who still holds women's world record for a baseball throw of 296 feet. Who is... Jackie Joyner-Kersee? No. Jenny. Babe Didrikson. Oh, that's right. Babe Didrikson. All right. Plants for 800.
The answer is.
Coming home from Florida, you might say you saw the sharp-edged grass in the Everglades. What is sawgrass? Plants 1000.
The answer is.
Most extensively grown and eaten food in the world. What is wheat? There we go. Let's go with baseball trivia 600.
The answer is.
He said, "It isn't over till it's over." Who's Yogi Berra? I'll take baseball trivia for 800.
The answer is.
Charlie Finley wanted this Oakland A's pitcher to change his first name to True. Who is Blue? Baseball trivia 1000.
The answer is.
He was the first black to play in the American League. Jim. Larry Doby. That's right, Larry Doby. So Jim has the next selection, which is going to be famous names 200.
The answer is.
This New Zealander who conquered Mount Everest also explored the South Pole. Who is Sir Edmund Hillary? Okay. Famous names 400.
The answer is.
Australian and American media magnate who's been compared to Citizen Kane. Oh, I got beat to the buzzer. Rupert Murdoch. Yeah. Jenny's right. Characters and plays 200.
The answer is.
Oscar Madison and Felix Unger. What is The Odd Couple? Characters and plays 400.
The answer is.
Roxanne and Christian. What is Cyrano de Bergerac? Characters and plays for 600.
The answer is.
Alonzo, Rumpelteazer, and Bustopher Jones. Jenny. Cats. Oh, that's right. 50s TV, 200.
The answer is
Ricky Nelson's brother, who was David. I'll take 50s TV for 400. Daily double. I'm gonna go all in. Fictional homeland of Ricky Ricardo. It was Desi Arnaz's original one. What is Cuba? 50s TV for 6.
the answer is
He teamed up with David Brinkley in 1956. Who's Chet Huntley? I'll take 50s TV for 800.
the answer is
He played Grandpa Amos on The Real McCoys. Oh, and I got locked out on the buzzer again. Walter Brennan. It's probably Ben. No, it's spam. No, we're not answering that.
Call from spam.
Character who plays 800.
the answer is
Brick and Baggy
Call
Pollitt.
from spam.
What is Cat on the Hog Tin Roof? There we go. Let's go back to 50 CV 1000.
the answer is
In 1956-57, he was the last black to host a network variety show until Sammy Davis did in 1966. Who is Nat King Cole? I'll go back to famous names for 600.
the answer is
In 1949, at age 73, he became the first Chancellor of West Germany. Who is Konrad Adenauer? Famous names 800.
the answer is
Ariel's husband, who wrote The Health of Nations is More Important Than the Wealth of Nations. Jenny. Will Durant. Alright, characters plays 1000. The other deal a double. And Jenny is going 2300 on this clue. Lady Bracknell and Algernon Moncrief. And she doesn't know. Play was the importance of being earnest. Alright, 6 clues left. Kids books, 200.
the answer is
Walter Farley's series about an ebony equine. What is Black Beauty? Kids books for 400.
the answer is
Pen name for Theodore Geisel. What is Dr. Seuss? Kids books for 6.
the answer is
Reading his saga could become a hobbit. Who's J.R.R. Tolkien? Kids books 800.
the answer is
She's Carolyn Keene's sleuthing teen. I got locked out on the buzzer. Nancy Drew, I knew that one, but too little, too late. Let's keep going. 2 clues left. Kids books 1000.
the answer is
She blossomed into adult literature with Wifey in 1978. Who's Judy Blume? Last clue.
The answer is.
He was blinded in one eye as a result of a 1904 boxing match with a White House aide, but kept it secret. Who's Theodore Roosevelt? So I have 29,600. Jim has 3,000. Jenny, 1,800. Another lock game. Our final Jeopardy category is U.S. states. This state has more earthquakes than the other 49 combined. What is Alaska? So I'm going to end up with $59,200 this game. And that's going to result in $2,155,000 in just 32 games.
The final Jeopardy answer is.
It is indeed Alaska. As mentioned, 32 games. I've won $2,155,000. See you all for that next video, everybody.